Hi, Ophiuchus. The new moon is here, and I feel like it's only appropriate to read for you for the rest of the year. Sidereal astrology is real. The sun and the moon actually go through Ophiuchus, the actual constellation, the 13th Zodiac sign. We're going to read for you the energy crossing you this month, and the outcome, and some advice maybe. Yeah. Let's start. So Ophiuchus, this one flew out. There it is. That's you. That was you before. This is you now. And this is your immediate future. So, Knight of Swords and Temperance. Look, you've been through what feels like the trenches. It feels like you've been through a lot. And you know you have. But you're standing in all of your glory along with it. Your higher self, I can't help but feel, Ophiuchus, like your higher self is telling me, tell Ophiuchus that they need to be more patient with themselves. Because even though they stand in all of their glory, they're carrying still some resentment towards the past. And I totally get that. I totally get that. It's hard to let go of, we got the 6 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups for your crossing energy. So this person, place, or thing that you're dealing with is obviously a good leverage for you. Whatever this may be, if it's work, if it's a partner, if it's something you're doing, like, I don't know, whatever it may be, it really balances you. And it balances them too, because they feel they gain something off of giving you, and maybe not necessarily on purpose, even though it might be that way too, because some people are kind of like, I'm gonna get something out of this, let me give you something, you know, there are people like that. Then we get 2 of Cups and 10 of Cups. I can't help but feel like also this energy is very, we're gonna get some clarity, because it's not really clear here in why I'm feeling like this, and I want to get some answers. But what I'm feeling is whatever this is, it causes an imbalance with your heart, with your heart or your hearts, because it's not just you, it's something else, and there's an imbalance. There's at times, it's not all the time, but when it is at times, it's like, it feels like it's a lot of the time, actually. Like, it's not all the time, but it's like maybe 6 out of 10 times. That's more than half, you know? It's like that. Like, that's the energy of what I'm getting behind the reasoning in why there's this imbalance within the heart between you and this other noun, this energy, this crossing energy that's crossing you, you know what I mean? They see a lot of potential, and they've seen it for a while, to the point where I can't help but feel like they're so set. They think that this is forever. And that may be a good thing, right? For those that really just want, this is a relationship, it's a good thing if they just want their partner, if this is their partner, to just be happy with them. Well, I see that they are happy with you, and they see a lot of potential in this whole thing, and they're very proud of this, and they're very, but if it's not, or if it's something that you're struggling with, or if it's a career, they, at the end of the day, they are very confident in what they have here. What they have to offer, what they have to gain, but most importantly, what they have to offer. The outcome, composite energies here. So we know where you are, where your crossing energy is. Composite energies, what is happening when? Okay. We got Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Page of Wands. It's like there's so much potential here. I sense so much, and I just dyed my hair, so I excuse the stains. There's so much potential here. Not only do you see it, because you do. Your higher self, you connect to your higher self. You connect to that version of yourself, Ophiuchus, where you're just like, I know who I am. I know what I have to offer. I know how powerful love is. I know the power in challenge. I know the power in a challenge. Very ready to stand up and fight for your heart, for what you love, what you believe in, right? But also learning to be patient about it all, because when you do look in the past, and I think February is going to really make you feel like you have to look around everywhere and look at where you are and look at where you've been. Most importantly, look at where you've been, but you don't have to. You don't have to. If anything, yeah, when you do look back, you see how fucking strong you've been. And it can end there. Let's not get into details. You're a strong person. You are. You've been through a lot, but now it's time to be patient with yourself and reinvent yourself. Reinvent yourself in ways where you don't have to completely change who you are. We're not talking about that, but maybe from the inside. You have all of that, and then you have this crossing energy that is giving you a lot. It's making you feel like you're not alone, making you feel like you finally have someone who understands you. And it's causing an imbalance, which is interesting. I just want to get some clarity with why am I getting an imbalance here? We got 5 of Wands. I don't know, Ophiuchus, if this crossing energy is your temper, perhaps, or your distrust in people, and people who perhaps are untrustworthy, because it's not a perfect world. But there's an imbalance due to those facts, due to the fact that there is no trust, due to the fact that there is no gain, true gain, when it comes up to the love, to that equal part of whatever you're facing this month, whether it's you and your masculinity, if you're a female, or if you're a male, your femininity within yourself, facing that part of you and learning to balance it and be patient, because the past can be really rough, and you can be rough on yourself. You know, this can go so many ways. It can go all ways. But at the end of the day, I feel like you are confident in whatever you are handling. If you are handling anything, knows the confidence that they have when you're there, when it comes up to you. It's funny because yet there's so much distrust here that I feel like we're still thinking in a very, very minimal mindset when the potential is grand, it's huge. So why are we still keeping our minds so little with the potential outcomes of what we want here? I think maybe it's not even like that for all of you. Maybe it's more like learning to see life in a new way, to see yourself in a new way, to see your work in a new way, to see your partner in a new way, to see love in a new way, to see life in a new way, to see ordinary things in a new way. All through the lenses of every single chapter you've gone through to get where you are now. It might feel like you are juggling a lot here for you and or your noun, your person, place, or thing. Both of you feel like you might be thinking that it's not a good time right now to do the things you really want to do. And what you really want to do is maybe you have an idea. I can't help but feel like you or your noun has an idea, a purpose, a calling to do something, and there's a lot of doubt or excuses being made, like, you know what, no, I have too much on my plate, like I can't do this, like, yeah, right, if I decide to do that, I won't be able to do this, like I'm gonna fail everything else, like making excuses, because those excuses that you're making up are real, and you do drown yourself in those things, sure, but at the same time your purpose is calling you somewhere, obviously, and you're starting fresh right now with starting to see yourself in your future in a new way, when honestly I think it's overdue to really go after what you truly want, and whatever that may be, obviously needs to have a lot of patience with yourself, because like I said, I can't help but feel like there's a little bit of stubbornness and temper when it comes up to a few things here and there from you, Ophiuchus. But regardless, this is going to be a great month for you. I want to pull out some advice here from the Zen tarot deck, just some advice here on like your calling, what's calling you, advice on that, advice on I think this is like a perfect representation of where you are and like the opposite of where you need to be. Okay, so the universe is telling you, hey, next time you find yourself like sorrow is like, this guy is crying and they're asking him what's wrong, and he's like, I just realized I've been clinging on to he says Buddha, but I think it's bigger than that. It's like when you cling on to an idea, a person, a routine, you cling on to an idea essentially, because isn't it sad that our ideas can blind ourselves from really seeing a person or a situation, because we want to see the thing the way we see it, and that's just how it is. When we wake up, we can feel very, very depressed, feeling like we wasted a lot of time, feeling like, you know, all of that. And the universe is telling you, hey, every time you feel like that, play some music, go do something that will make you laugh. Think of yourself laughing, picture yourself somewhere laughing, having a great time, inspire yourself. Have your calling, whatever that may be, go do it. We got fighting and harmony. So sometimes when we ignore, not face and handle like what I'm saying, Ophiuchus, some of us, when we don't want to face our sadness because it's too hard and we just brush it under the rug, if we do that, the more we do that, a symptom of sadness is anger. So you're going to find yourself fighting, having low patience, just not wanting to communicate in a positive way, just being very irritable because you are not facing yourself. And then we have the Ten of Cups as the opposite here. Do you see how there's his heart and the two dolphins are connected to his third eye here? Like, come on. It's pretty obvious. If you're gonna overthink and if you're gonna see so much, right? If you're gonna want to see what you want to see in life, why not see what your heart wants you to see? Focus on your heart. Okay? I love you. I don't want you to think like I'm scolding you, because I'm not. I don't judge you. I love you. And Nim loves you. You can't see him, but he's laying on my legs right now, and he's a big baby. Thank you so much for being here. I'll talk to you soon.